What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hang on, there's some shit on the lens. In today's video, before the video actually starts, I just want to tell you guys something, pretty much show you guys something, just some retarded engineering that happened over the past week, I'd say. Just look. We have this couch, right? You might think it's just a normal couch that's floating for some reason, but if you look under it,
it's on a wheelchair, pretty much.
So it's a mobile couch. Yeah, with like the control and everything. So you turn this bitch on and you can just, you know. So it's literally a mobile couch. I've never seen one, now I have. We built one, so that's kind of cool. But enough with that stupid shit, almost what today's video is actually about. So I haven't uploaded a Monte Carlo video in probably like, shit, it's been like probably a month, damn near. Over a month since I uploaded a Monte Carlo video, and I know you guys have been wanting to see one, clearly. So what today's video is going to be over is, I guess, I would say pros and cons, but I kind of already covered the pros like 3 times already at this point to owning a CAMMED V8 LS4. This video is going to be like 5 or so cons on why owning a CAMMED V8 is not such a good idea. So let's go for a cold start, hit the road, and I'll do the video on the road because I just don't want to be standing around talking to a camera and pointing at a car the entire time. So let's go. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, onto the road now, bud. It's probably been like a good 4 or 5 days since I drove this thing. I really don't drive this thing too much. I usually just drive the Cobalt around right in front of you guys right there. But the problem is, holy shit, this guy's slow. The problem with the Cobalt is that it's possibly gonna be like, it's currently taking a shit right now. Like, I think I pushed it a little bit too hard one of these times, and we're getting oil out the exhaust, which means that it's getting past the rings. Now, the rings are already gapped for boost because that car came factory with the superchargers. They were already gapped for boost. But that doesn't mean that I didn't push it a little bit too hard and it blew the rings out, you know, past the rings on maybe 1 cylinder, maybe 2 cylinders. But I don't see blue smoke coming out of the exhaust. All I see is it's very odd. You don't think that you'd see just oil out of the exhaust and not blue smoke, because the blue smoke is what is the oil burning pretty much in the exhaust. I don't know. I really don't know. As long as it gets me a decent amount of time here, I'm fine with that. But almost what today's video is about. Today's video is 5 or so cons of owning a CAMMED V8. Now I'm gonna wait for it to idle down here so you guys can actually fucking hear me. Number 1, I'd say con to owning a CAMMED V8, CAMMED LS4, CAMMED anything. Number 1 is the gas mileage. So the gas mileage, I wouldn't say depreciates an absolute shit ton, but it definitely doesn't help when you put a cam in it. Obviously, you're making more power, you're gonna be using more fuel, especially if you tune it correctly, you're gonna be using even more fuel. But that's just what you do. It's kind of like when you buy a V8, you're already kind of accepting that you're not gonna be getting the greatest gas mileage in the world. Whoa, you're not. That's why you buy it. You buy a V8 truck, you buy a truck in general, you're accepting I'm not gonna get that good gas mileage, you know? When you want to get good gas mileage, you buy a little tiny car or something like that, a little 4-cylinder or something like that. You don't go buy a V8 and be like, well, I need to get better gas mileage here. No. The hell, then don't buy a V8. When GM did the displacement on demand in this Monte Carlo, all the 5.3, I believe the 6 liters as well. Yeah. They did displacement on demand where it deactivated 4 of the 8 cylinders to save on fuel on the highway only. So the problem with that was, yeah, it shut off, I think it was fuel, and I think it closed the valves on those said cylinders, but you have a cylinder that's still moving because it's connected to the crankshaft. It's still moving, and there's no vacuum or anything. Well, there's a ton of vacuum. There's a ton of pressure built up in this cylinder, and the intake and exhaust valves are closed. How is it supposed to breathe? How is it supposed to do anything? It destroys the rings. You have engine failure. You have oiling problems because it shut off the oil passageways to those lobes on the cams, I believe. Just absolutely retarded design, and unnecessary, because when you buy a V8, you don't expect to have 28 mpg on the highway. What the hell? No. You buy it to go have fun, damn it. Or you buy it as a work truck, or like to do work with it, or anything like that. But when you buy it, the simple fact is, when you buy it, you don't buy it for good gas mileage. Christ. So there's my little rant about that. That was number one, bad gas mileage. Number two for con for owning a CAMMED V8. Number two would be, let me get the AC going. Number two would be, I guess, noise. If you aren't really into that, if you're like in a residential neighborhood, if you're in a quiet neighborhood, and you don't want this big, loud ass. I guess you could get like valves for your exhaust, where you can open and close it through a muffler and then not through a muffler. But that's the simple point. If you don't want this loud ass obnoxious vehicle in your residential neighborhood, or your neighbors are getting pissed or something like that, not a good idea. But if you like it anyway, you can just say screw them and do it anyway. I'm just saying, I would never want to have to deal with a neighbor that is like super just pissy at me and is like, I hate your loud car, get the hell out of here, shut that thing up, something like that. This fucking bastard's gonna kick stones up all over my shit. I guess number three kind of goes along with number one. Now, with owning a CAMMED V8, even a CAM 6-cylinder, anything that has higher compression, anything that makes more power, you're gonna want to run premium in it. You're definitely gonna want to run premium to, prevent against pre-detonation, anything like that. You have to run 93 at least, I would say. Mid-grade, I wouldn't run mid-grade. Plus, you make more power, 93. But with that, again, you have problems. So, like, gas nowadays, at least around here in Ohio, my part in Ohio, 93 is like $5.50 a gallon, I think. It's pretty expensive. It's pretty damn expensive for premium fuel. The recreational fuel that I always used to put in the Monte Carlo here, that used to be like $3.50 a gallon. And back then I was like, damn, that's kind of pricey now. But like now, 87, the lowest grade we have around here is like $5.05 a gallon. Absolutely retarded. So, in today's day and age, right now, owning a CAM V8, if you're gonna daily that thing, you're gonna be hating life. If you daily it in like a city, I guess city technically, town, whatever you wanna call it. But if you just like, drive around town, stop, go traffic, you're gonna be hating life. Your wallet's gonna be hating life. I can't even imagine, holy shit. Thank God I have the Cobalt. That thing does pristine in this terrible state of the economy right now. But I'm just kind of coming up with this stuff on the spot because I've owned this Monte Carlo here for like 4 years, no, 3 years, 22, 18, 4 years coming up here. Holy shit, 4 years. And it's been cammed for 3 of those years. So I'm coming up with this shit on the fly due to experience. I guess number 4, you could say, again, it could go with number 2, I think it was, exhaust drone on the highway. Obviously, if you do a CAMMED V8, you're most likely gonna have some kind of like rowdy, nasty, mean sounding exhaust. But the second you take that bitch on the highway, you're gonna regret everything you just did. Cause you're just sitting there going like 75, 80, and it's just Cobalt too, and that's just a 4-cylinder that I cut the muffler off of, and I was hating life on the freaking interstate. So whatever you do, if you plan on like interstate driving your vehicle and you want to like cam it, cut the muffler off it, just wait, save your money, and put a freaking valve on it, because you're going to be hating life if you don't have that. It's terrible. Like, you literally will get a headache from the shit. It's not desirable at all. I'll be honest, guys, that's all the problems I could really find with it. There are way more pros than cons with owning a cammed V8. Obviously, a cammed anything. It sounds awesome. It makes more power. Aesthetically, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It sounds good. It makes more power. It's just all around just a way better sounding car than if it was just a regular cammed, like stock cam, non-lopey cam V8. You can't go wrong with it, really. You really can't go wrong unless you're like really squeezing every last bit of gas mileage out of it. Then don't do it. But like I said before, you're not buying a V8 to get good gas mileage. So that's probably gonna do it for today's video, guys. Be looking forward to next video. Next video, I'm actually gonna be doing more pulls in this Monte Carlo right here. Sorry, it might have been kind of a little bit of a shorter video for you guys, and kind of jumpy too. I'm sorry about that, but there's not much I could really do about that. So I really sincerely thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all y'all in the next one.